So today we are talking about the prop firm bubble, and I think this is long coming because there are a lot of new prop firms popping up left, right, and center, and probably the influencer that you know is releasing a prop firm. The possible pitfalls that we might fall into, and the fact that this is a great opportunity in general. So let's dig into the dangers of so many new prop firms popping up. Let's talk about also why this may be a win-win situation for all of us. So instead of going into the comment section of your favorite influencer and saying you sold out because you now run a prop firm, let's dig into it. So first of all, I want to say that there is absolutely no problem in my mind for the people that are releasing prop firms to be releasing prop firms, because first of all, they are traders that have actually already been successful with prop firms, and now they are just releasing one. So they kind of understand the business in general, but then one thing to keep in mind is that these people that are doing this, they're not doing this alone. They are not the people doing the programming. They are the face of these prop firms that are coming up. There's a whole risk management team and everything behind it. So their main job is to run the social media, which again, it's what they're good at. So that's what they should focus on, while the risk management team and the customer support team takes care of all the rest. But you also have to be careful, because I've always told you that the more recent a prop firm is, the higher the risk of it going under. Why? Because they will try to undercut what other people are doing, what other prop firms are doing, which will lead them to have a challenge that is way too easy. Too many people will pass it, too many people will get withdrawals, and if they don't have the risk management team on point, then they will go bankrupt and they will not have money to pay out the traders. But I don't think that this is the case with these prop firms. The reason I'm not naming any names is because I want to warn you about the possible pitfalls that you might fall into when you are going into a new prop firm. I get comments every single day of people telling me, review this prop firm, review this prop firm, review this one. But the reason I don't do it is because when I do a review, it may get 10,000 views or something. If only 1% of you buys and the prop firm goes under and you are affected by it, those are already 100 people that are affected by it. So the reason I don't make partnerships with these earlier companies is because I simply want to see them mature a little bit more. I want to see them paying out the traders. I want to see all of that, instead of spamming you with affiliate links or the top 5 prop firms, and then in the next video saying, oh my god, I'm sorry, there was a scam prop firm on my last video. I would not want that to be me, especially if you're then targeting people with affiliate links in the same video, okay? So if you target that, but you promoted already scams in the past, you don't have any saying here. So yes, this does entail more risk, and the reason why it has more risk is because companies will try to undercut each other, they will try to get cheaper, they will try to mix up a rule to make it easier for the traders. So instead of daily drawdown being based on equity, being based on balance, and all of a sudden someone is rinsing them completely out of their funds. And so I would recommend letting these companies mature a little bit before I personally would put myself out there presenting these companies to you. But on the other hand, I understand the company that is behind those new prop firms, and I know that it is a successful company and they know what they're doing. But the big positive thing that I see right here is the fact that now, with all these prop firms coming up, and some of them having a maximum allocation of 400k, 600k, 700k, 800k, whatever it is. Now there's the possibility of you getting more assets under management. And that's the crucial thing. That's the way that I think about it. Okay, I've maxed out this company, so now I want to max out this company and then this company. And think about it, JadeCap, which I'm going to interview soon because right now I'm in Miami and I'm going to interview him. He is funded with more than $3.5 million. So what does that mean? That means that he's maxed out multiple prop firms, which also means that these new prop firms only create the possibility of him managing even more capital. So that's the positive that I see in all this. It's the fact that this is a win-win for us, because companies will try to undercut each other, which will not be great and it will rinse some companies out. But not only do you have the higher possibility of having more assets under management, a lot of discount codes, a lot of giveaways that are now currently running. If you check Twitter, it's all giveaways. It's all giveaways. So even if you don't don't have the money now to buy a challenge, which I completely understand, you can literally go onto Twitter and participate in basically every giveaway that there is. So you can get more diversification and more assets under management. Because now you're not only tied to FTMO or my Forex funds or the Funded Trader, whatever it is. You are not tied to any of those companies. You can just diversify a lot. The only thing that I would say to this previous point of diversification is that it's diversifying. And the reason I say diversifying is because there is a company behind all of these new big prop firms that are popping up, or influencer prop firms that are popping up. And I don't say that in a bad manner. I say that in a way that if one gets targeted, maybe all of them may. But this brings me to my next point, which is there's a big fear now going on of regulation. And to this, what I would say is that the Funded Trader, for example, they are generating a lot of revenue, a lot of money, a lot of profits, and they are a big company. We're talking like hundreds of millions, I would say. And the CEO understands completely the fact that if he makes a lot of money, he gathers the attention of the SEC, for example, in the United States. And so he definitely has employees that their only job is to make sure that the Funded Trader, once it gets investigated by the SEC or whatever it is, or regulations step in, they can either walk around it or just be ready for regulation. And that's what you see happening with the Funded Trader, where you sign a contract with a company in the Bahamas, but then that company is basically connected to a company in the United States. It's an offshore company, but then the mother company is in the United States. And the reason for this is because they want to make it legal here. So the Funded Trader could not operate the way that it is right now in the US, and the CEO understands that completely. By the way, I'm going to interview him also in Miami, and I don't think it will be an issue. I think it will be for some prop firms, but prop firms are not going anywhere. That's what I would say about regulation. For example, FTMO, it's been around since 2015. Like, I don't see why the Czech Republic would now take FTMO down, but this is my opinion. And hey, if FTMO is the only one left, then I'm absolutely fucked. But I cannot tell you why. I always leave these bombshells here. So yeah, last but not least, I would just like to emphasize a big trap that I don't want you to fall into, which is the easier the challenge, the higher the risk of the prop firm going down. Which means if all of a sudden you see a prop firm popping up with 5% profit target, no time limit, 20% drawdown, it's a scam, okay? It's a scam. You need to understand, you need to look at the challenge and think, how hard is this challenge to pass? If the answer is, this is going to be fucking easy, and you think that that's going to be the same answer for everyone, then run away, it's a scam. Okay? So that's the problem with, again, companies undercutting themselves, that they will make the business possibly unsustainable. So really be careful with that, and that's why I normally recommend you guys to go for companies that have been around for a little bit longer. And that's why, once again, I do not promote new companies, and it's not because I don't like them. I really do. You've seen Riz, Paladin, Omar, Trader Tristan releasing prop firms, and I really would like to partner with them, but that would be against my channel values. So hope you understand that. And that's why I have affiliate links in the description for the companies that I do use and the companies that I'm personally funded with, which right now is the Funded Trader, my Forex funds, and True Forex funds, and I'm doing a 200k challenge on my Funded FX. So all of them have links in the description with discount codes that you can apply. And so yeah, this is my final thought. I promoted my affiliate links, and why? Because once again, I do my best to not promote any prop firm that comes to me and says review us, okay? Not like other YouTubers that call us out for having affiliate links and then make you lose money because you are promoting scammy prop firms. And that's what I will leave you with. Bye. See you next week.